Star 92.5, 735 on the Bo and Jim Show. Rick Derringer, Paul Reed Smith, guitar manufacturer to the stars, and of course, Jimmy Wallace in the background.
Hello. Hey, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy.
Let everybody know you're here.
Hey, it's going to be great. King's X is tonight.
Yeah.
And, of course, at the 33rd. This is the 33rd, man.
33rd.
At the 33rd guitar show, Buddy Whittington, George Lynch, Danny Freeman, Andy Timmons is going to be there.
Oh, good. Good for Andy. And Paul.
The king of guitar in Dallas, Bugs Henderson.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Bugs. Yeah, Bugs.
Yeah, Bugs is an old friend of the show.
They celebrate the same birthday there.
Yeah.
So
my birthday's on October 20th. He's exactly 10 years older than me.
Who's lying?
Give me a minute and I'll think of it.
You know, the thing about Dallas is that if you're not an extraordinary guitar player in this town, you do not work. If you don't know how to play rock, you don't know how to play country, rockabilly, blues, all these jazz, all these different kinds of music, you just don't play.
I know.
And that's, you know, it makes the guitar players in this town extraordinary. But you got to explain one thing to me. There's some band playing at this thing that's a Dallas band called... I can't even believe they named it Frontal Lobotomy. What is that? You guys explain that one to me.
The Bo and Jim Frontal Lobotomy Boogie Band. We're playing.
This is your band?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
Randy's
sorry.
the bass player.
I'm so sorry.
You'll be even sorrier after you hear the set.
He'd rather have a bottle in front of him.
What day are you guys playing?
Tomorrow at 1:30.
Hey, maybe he should come be our guest guitarist on the Blues Jam.
I'm not playing in a band called Frontal.
I wouldn't go near the stage if I were you.
I'll stand on the side and watch the needle go in the nose.
Right.
I tell you what, they're going to crank.
We're going to crank a wood.
You gonna crank here right now?
Okay.
Sure, if you
Play us a little tune.
Okay. They're just got, I mean...
Rick Derringer, Paul Reed Smith.
Rick doesn't know what Paul's going to do.
Rick is going to play on Saturday. Rick's going to have his own booth out there, so come on by and visit Rick.
We'll be there. All right, here we go.
Rick's such
I
a
know
good
it.
guitar
I know.
player.
Listen to
He's
it.
such a- And he literally, I said, what are we going to play? He says, I don't know. Just play, and it'll sound like God.
You know, tell them the name of your first band, Paul.
I was in a band called Roadwork because I loved that record that he played on with Edgar so much. I love the White Trash Band. That was like, when that came out, everybody was losing their noodles because there were, 2 or 3 extraordinary singers in the band.
Oh, that had everything.
Jerry LaCroix. What happened to Jerry LaCroix?
He's still around the New Orleans area doing stuff. But, you know, people always ask me, what's your favorite records and stuff? And I got that Roadwork album was one of the best.
We went to see Edgar Winter over at the House of Blues, and he did the Tobacco Road version off of that.
Yeah.
With oh, it was great. It was great. It gave you chills.
So I have a question. I heard that Frankenstein was the drum solo tune of that band, and eventually they ended up recording it. What's the story?
Here's the real story. Edgar came out to play with Johnny, and they said, man, Edgar, take advantage of this. So he wrote a song just to show off. Right. That's all it was about. Yeah. And he called it the Double Drum Solo.
Right.
And that was the title, the Double Drum Solo. And then when we recorded it, the record company came in and said, that's the only song that doesn't really fit on the record. We don't think it should be there.
Oh.
And just to give you an idea how record companies think, and the engineer, Bill Simzik, who also is a great producer, and I said, you got to be kidding. So we included it without a title, still was just the double drum solo, but it ended up being edited down so much to try to make a single that as you watched the tape go past, you saw so many pieces of tape.
Yeah.
We said, this thing is like a Frankenstein monster here. And that literally became the title.
Look at this. See how you learned something on this show?
By the way, I learned something in the van coming over here. I asked how, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo was first a live tune, and then the studio version came out later, which is backwards, right? But somehow it worked. Right. And he said there were like 3 versions of it before he recorded
reality,
his version.
the studio one was the first one, but the one that people heard was the one from Johnny Winter and live.
Oh, yeah.
And there was one on Roadwork, a live one.
Yeah, there was one on Roadwork also. It had several permutations before I recorded it, but I knew people liked it because of that. That was the knowledge.
Well, All American Boy is still a great album to listen to, no matter what.
Praise the Lord.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Derringer, Paul Reed Smith at the Dallas International Guitar Festival this weekend. Thank you, boys, for coming in.
By the way,
Yes.
Neil Sean's coming to play.
Oh, yeah.
From
Nugent.
Neil Sean coming.
Part of the All-Star Jam. In fact, when Nugent plays, Derek St.
God, don't say nothing.
Nothing.
He's going to be part of the
Sunday.
Sunday. Will be there.
Hey, Paul, it's not very expensive to get in, is it? Into the guitar show.
No, it's less than going to the movies. By the time you buy a ticket and popcorn at the movies, you spent way more money.
Oh, yeah,
to get in this
absolutely.
thing.
Guys, thanks for coming in. This has been a blast.
Am I allowed to say that Pete Frampton may show up too?
See, I don't run this show.
He's playing at the races, so he just might.
That would be. I would love to see him. I haven't seen him in a long time.
All right.
Guys, thanks for coming in. We'll see you at the show, all right? 7:41. You want Neil Young tickets? Stand by. It's coming up on the Bowen Jim Show.
Yeah, there you go.